Right, here we are lads, back on the battlefield, Battle for Middle-earth 2, Rise of the Witch King, on a 5-player free-for-all on this map, forgot the name of it. We all decided to go random, and Muggins here, as usual, gets some shit fucking faction. Jesus Christ, God help me. Right, so here I am. I thought, ooh, I'll start like with economy over here. So here I am, just going for a little tunnel over here and getting this old doozy too. I think this is the first time I've actually been goblins on this new on Rise of the Witch King. Actually, I think very stupidly I went to upgrade a fissure to level 2 and then sort of didn't realize I didn't have to and started just going for that. But as you can see, I got the vision to compensate for any of that mumbo jumbo. Okie dokie, down here, Carl going off with his his customary. How much is that? 300 and 300. Okay, so yeah, I can already see the issue here. Shitload of decent archers for only 300. My swordsmen here, they take fucking forever to come out. And well, I mean, not having any archers is always going to be a problem, that's for sure. Okay, over here, Harry, he's got barracks, he's got Gondor soldiers, he's got Bozza, he knows what to do, he's got our Boromir. Maybe a bit early for this, unless you intend to attack someone, Harry. If you're going to be doing, you know, capping on suckers, then sure, build this. But otherwise, this is too expensive to build all these 3 buildings all at the same time. Probably best to get some troops out first. A shitload of them. Okay, Jackson is over here. He's got his basic Gondor soldiers and his pikeys over here. He's going for them rangers real quick, and I'm sure he's got Boromir sitting around here somewhere. So, yes, cool stuff. And then up here at the top of the map, we have Vaz, and I believe it's Vaz's first time being goblins as well, so I don't think he had an idea. But from what I can see here, he's already got quite a few troops. He's not doing too bad, not doing too shabby. So, yeah, here we are. Here we are. Okay, so, so, yeah, I can see this. I can see Carl here. Can see nothing. Carl. That's interesting. What? Oh, you did vision. Vision here. Okay. Oh no, there is no vision. Wow, Haldir actually can see quite a lot. Shit. But he has had farsight, so he has seen what's going on. So that's the best way I think to play. With elves, I think, is to get them out. Now this is very early to get the old Entmoot out. This is already starting to think, right, I'm going to get someone out here. So very aggressive play here from old Carlo. Is this the little hero? Okay, right, what can he do? Brigandage. Azog and nearby goblins loot enemy kills for resources. Alright. Azog gains plus 100% damage and plus 40% armor. And Crack the Whip gives goblins and half-troll spider riders excellent experience. Yeah, it's not really that good. I was kind of looking for some leadership there. That would be pretty helpful. I really wish I had some archers. I'm not so sure, even if I did have the goblin archers, I'm not so sure if they would have done much. Obviously, these buggers are really expensive, and so is the cavalry. First, you have to upgrade this fucker for 500. But let's see what's going on. Okay, so he's got the Gondor Knights out. Oh yes, the Knights of Dol Amroth. I wonder if they're actually any good. Nothing much here. It's all very quiet. It's all very quiet. He's getting these rangers. Getting them rangers out. That's good. Jackson's doing his thing. He's moving around a little bit. I think Vaz was having a little bit of a test, and I sort of moved a little bit, and it looks. Well, he's got quite a bit. There's quite a lot of archers here. This is good. I guess the thing is like these guys will take the hits, but then these guys will do all the damage, and I think they will do a lot of damage. But desperate to try and get out some spider riders because I can see I can see Carl getting closer and closer. And I think Carl just gets me just a little bit too early here. I needed a few platoons of these spider riders out first. So I sort of, in this battle, I sort of sit back and I wait for the spider riders to go out of view a little bit so I can come in. And I'm sort of waiting a little bit for the other platoon as well. Doesn't seem like there's any action going on anywhere else. But it's just here, so I'm waiting for Carl to come in a little bit. Take the terrain, and in come these guys. And they do enough. They do enough. I think if I had the bats as well, I think that would have really helped. It's quick to get out the ends. It really is quick. Now, was that halberd biting the bullet? I think that was. There's more spider riders coming out. And Raz is sort of coming a bit close. Oh no, halberd's here. What am I talking about? So yes, round one to me. But I think he was very quick to be able to rebuild this stuff. Still a bit quiet on these other sides here. Jackson hasn't got the ivory tower yet. He can't see, but he has got a marketplace, so he's getting to get that cash. And Harry's making some towers already. You guys have got to get some vision, that's for sure. I think this was a problem here because he destroyed this this lumber mill, and I got another one here, but I didn't rebuild another one. I didn't build the other one. I was actually doing okay for money at some points, but then because these things were just so expensive to like try and get back, along with all of these, I can't find that you were able to rebuild and have your troops back quicker than I could have. I'm struggling it with like these guys to try and get them out, and I think also I kind of screwed up with not having enough barracks here to be able to help me. So Carl wanted to maintain that pressure, and I think I needed to have more barracks. I think if I had more barracks, I think I could have actually done brought more troops out, but sort of send some troops over here to try and occupy him, and it looks like there's a bit of an altercation going on over here. Harry's doing the right thing. He's got his pikeys and main soldiers in front with his rangers at the back. He's not doing too shabby, and Jackson is drawing all troops to him. There's quite a lot of cav here. You gotta start trampling people. Oh, this is good trampling. It's been a bit of a fuckfest there, crikey. And this is where you need the Horn of Gondor. There's a good battle going on here. You need to bring these rangers in a little bit more here. Harry, bring them in just along here. But that is unlucky there, I think. That is a good start. And Aragorn and Boromir coming out, and this is the time to retreat. I didn't see that. Aragorn and Boromir, and it looks like Jackson's going to make Harry pay for coming in. Right, there's quite a lot of troops here. There's quite a lot of troops. And I think not having any archers really didn't help. I really needed some more barracks rather than just these two, and I think I was very late to get this out. I don't fancy myself if he comes at me with like some other archers as well. So I've got these guys here. I'm just trying to trying to keep him off his toes a little bit here. Here comes the other spider riders again. And I do the bats finally as well, so they reduce their armor. So if these guys are knocking people over, for sure is probably going to kill them. Whilst they're attacking those, they're not attacking these guys. And there's more of them coming in. So yeah, I think oh, Tommy Bombs is there. I didn't realise Tommy Bombs was there. Bloody hell. I think this is it right here. Ah, yeah, Carl is definitely on it here with having more and more barracks. There's some platoons here, and I'm a bit too late here for getting these things. I'm getting some mountain giants, but maybe I should have focused a little bit more on just conventional troops. Yeah, Vaz, I'm not sure if Carl knew that, but Vaz started coming in here, so it sort of took me out of, put me out of position a little bit here. Yeah, he's got some good platoons coming in, and here comes all of this. This is not good for me. Reducing my command points. Carl is choosing the right time to get in position. I really did not need that. Don't have enough troops here. Running out of money. And there's sweet fuck all I can do about it. I really do need some more archers here, but this is very difficult to try and get through when you're when you haven't really got much to speak of. So yeah, taint the terrain. Need to get in there. And mountain giant to start throwing shit at them. And spider riders, but I think I'm being worn down here. The elven units are just cheaper and quicker to come out. There's two ends here. There's another one here. And now come my wildmen. Try and stop this from happening. And as you can see here, it's not going too great. I managed to beat this attack for the third time. But the end is nigh here, I think. I think there's a lot of, yeah, just running out of money. And I really should have produced another lumber mill. I don't think it helped with Vaz coming in, destroying a few of these that I had. And then also taking my troops out of position. And the Eagles got the level 15 power points already from doing all the attacking. And I realised that the writing is on the wall here. There's nothing I can even do to be able to stop that. And it looks like Jackson's moving in. He's getting the old trebuchets, and oh god, this is going to be this is going to be brutal. This is going to be awful. And out comes a Drake. Is he going to do anything? Oh, fucking fantastic! This is fucking fantastic play. And Vaz is trampling all of these Rangers. This is great play, Vaz. And he was able to liquidate a lot of them. And this is a great comeback from Vaz. I think the only problem is just the heroes with Aragon and Boromir. They're so difficult to beat. Tommy Bombs as well, taking up loads of damage. Yeah, I mean, he's only on yellow, for Christ's sake. What the hell can you do? Oh, yeah, unlucky. Right, and I've pretty much given up on this base here, and I start producing stuff in the middle of the map in just a moment. Yeah, I think the same thing that was happening to me is happening to Vaz as well, whereby it's just, I don't know, it seems to me like it just takes a long time for these troops to come out. They are quite expensive, but I don't know. The goblins don't really have an answer for Boromir and Aragorn. What can you do against them? But he's the Wildman. He's after the Trebs. Need to get the Trebs. Need to get the Trebs. But this is a very difficult maneuver here, and that is the cloud break from Jackson here. And I'll tell you what. If only you had the ivory tower here, Harry. You can see you've got to get the ivory tower, because if you got this, you could then walk right in here and destroy it. He's got the ivory tower. You need to see what's going on. You need to see what's going on. Don't just wait for somebody to attack you. You've got to go out there and get stuck in. So Harry, sort your shit out. Make sure you get some vision. Carl is going through and taking all of this stuff out. I got this being built, yeah, I think this will take Carl quite a while to be able to take all of this crap out, that's for sure. But battle is joined over here. Baz is playing his little heart out here. To watch. There's nothing you can really do against all of this, really nothing. I still think that there's it's still a bit OP for certain factions. It's cute that goblins get half troll swordsmen, that's great, but it's not really going to change anything. The heroes are still diabolical by comparison to others. You know, do you have an equivalent to be able to take out Aragorn or Boromir? No. You know, even Gorky was skewed immediately, absolutely skewed into those Vikings. Nothing you can do here, Vaz, absolutely nothing. Yeah, best thing I guess you could have done is if you had loads of those pikeys and they were upgraded, and maybe had Drogoth as well, just destroying these things flying around, but then you'd have to be careful with Drogoth not to get these rangers. A shitload of spider riders, I guess, running these guys over, and then the tainted terrain, and that's the best thing you can do. And the Drake there is annihilated immediately. These guys are just going to get absolutely roasted. And Harry, I really wish you'd fucking gone in here, mate. I really wish, because like Jackson, this is what I mean. There's no big science here, like to get someone out here, lads. There really isn't. You just go when someone else is attacking, and Harry, like, you had your opportunity here to really put Jackson into the sword, because if you had destroyed, he's only got a few buildings here, 1, 2, 3, 4. If you had gone in there, he would have had to really, like, change what he was doing, and then Baz would have stayed in and probably counter-attacked, and then that would have been that. And he's taken his time to be able to take all of that out, but I've already got my little base right here in the middle. Jackson having a pot shot at my stuff, but oh, and he does it. Oh, thank fuckery do, he actually does, but he doesn't have the right troops, he doesn't have trebuchets. I think Harry, when you do this, grab your troops and then right click here on the far side, and what will happen is your troops will go this way and they'll go this way, and then they'll do what's called clumping. So they'll completely surround the building, and what you'll find is like the troops will do a lot more damage to the building they're trying to destroy. So if you just take these troops and just right click on this building, they'll basically just stick around here, and then you won't be able to like destroy it that much. So yeah, I think Jackson, fortunately for Jackson, he was not too far away, and he was able to come back. That was good play from Jackson there to come back. And I think Jackson realised that he needed to have, I don't know, Jackson, did you need to have every man back? Well, I guess you got a couple of these just picking things off, and yeah, sort of, it's already done. Me, I've already got quite a few troops in the middle, but certainly not enough to combat what's going on over here. Has he got? No, he hasn't got any of that. I think he's still searching. I think he thinks I'm still up here. I wish I actually had some mountain giants or something like that. Could have gone in and done something to his base. Alright. So yes, good, pretty good like network here. I mean, rangers in there, and you need heroes. Trebuchets, trebuchets, trebuchets. As you can see from me using spider riders, the cavalry is fine if you want to go and run over some archers. That's great, but obviously they've got to be used in a particular way. And yeah, it looks like he's. God, it took a while for this to take care of that, isn't it? That's not really fair. And I think Carl spots me in the middle, I would have thought. And I have got a force, but certainly not enough to counter all of this. I'll pretty much get eaten alive, I think. Now it's back to a little bit of stalemate. And Carl's going in. He knows he needs to put me to the sword. And for some reason... those spider riders just didn't get the memo and decided to get stuck in there. Here comes the spider riders hiding in the trees. But Carl has gotten ready. Oh, and I divert. I divert. It looks like he's got more pikeys than he's got anything else. But he's given them the leadership as well. There's nothing really much you can do. Yeah. When you got a hero in there as well, it is painful. There we go. I don't think Carl lost a platoon there. Harry's getting stuck in, and Jackson feels the need to get walls, and he wants to go and finish off Vaz, but he can't. He's coming back. He knows he's got to take care of one and the other. I tell you, Vaz, I really wish like you'd actually attacked like Jackson or something like that, because if you had attacked Jackson, Harry probably would have done the same thing, and then Jackson would have been 2v1'd. Like make a decision like who you're going to go up against, and just go, and don't stop until they are destroyed, because if they're not, they will come back and fuck you up. That's interesting. There's a little bit of good play going on here. The Knights of Dalamroth. Okay, all right. So you know, definitely got the money. And I think you can see here that the difference is that you don't have any siege. Because if you add like half a dozen siege just right here, you can destroy all of this wall. And then that'll force him to do something. Where's all this? Oh! This was the moment where Jackson accidentally highlighted all of his forces and then right-clicked on his fortress. To be fair, he must have had some pretty good money for it. But he basically bummed himself, and it's too bad Harry didn't actually attack on this side at this particular time. And I've been taken out of the game, but I've been taken out of the game a long time ago. One thing you definitely don't want is elves versus goblins. That's just not a very nice scenario. Make a decision, boys, which way you're going to go. Try and get that person out. I think Harry's doing that. I just think with Harry, like, unfortunately, he's not entirely sure what to use, and Jackson is warding off Carl there. This is a fuck off. Jackson is saying fuck off to Carl, and he is using Army of the Dead to do it. And Haldir has met his fucking maker, and looks like actually ends are pretty quick, and he's over here. Right, and Vaz has been ruined, but he's still building stuff. Still building. And Harry's over here, right, and this is the difference here. Harry, when you get some siege, you see how quick that is down. It's interesting to see how these guys do. No, not very well. And this is where you really need something like Tommy Bombs or, well, even Army of the Dead would be pretty helpful. He's got a lot of troops. He's got a lot of troops. And unfortunately, the Elendil makes all these other troops run away. Yeah, you can see here. They got the upgrades as well. Yep. Right, yep. So you can see here, Harry, that he's got the upgrades, which is why his troops are lasting a lot longer than yours. He's got Gandalf here, and Gandalf's about to get fucked up, and he's gone.
I must leave you now.
Harry was experimenting with having that here, and I think Carl is choosing to get involved with Vaz up here. I'm not so sure this was a good idea. Carl, if you were using Farsight, I'm sure you should be able to see what was going on. Yeah, you just use Farsight right there. You can see what's going on. I wouldn't have bothered going for Vaz. I wouldn't have bothered. I would have just gone straight to Jackson here. Whilst Jackson's sorting out Harry, you know, you come in through here again. But I think Jackson actually managed to sort of dissuade Carl from going near him, I think, by doing the Army of the Dead. I think maybe that put the fear of Jesus into Carl, and he thought, nah, no, don't send me back. No, don't send me back. I'm not going to go there. So, and here we go, fortress is down, and that is unfortunate. Harry, get the Trebs out later on, but you can certainly see the power of having half a dozen of these things just with your troops, just interwoven. It takes a little bit longer to be able to figure out how to use Boromir and Aragorn properly. I think this is Carl's next Mongolian expedition. He's just roaming nomadically around the base, the map, just looking for plunder and people to beat up. And I think he's gone the wrong way. I don't think that's the best way to go. And yeah, there's very little Harry can do here. Just I guess the differences were between these two armies were upgrades, heroes, and trebuchets, and you can see just how much of a difference that was, Harry. But yeah, you can, and certainly this is Jackson's favourite faction as well. But Carl is getting stuck in, and Baz definitely did not need that. He did not need this bullshit in his life. He's already sending Builder over this way. What happened to the other ones? Oh, here we go. Here we go. I don't rate the cave troll rushes that much anymore. I really don't. I mean, unfortunately, he doesn't know quite where to go. He's going right through all these guys. And eagles are very good at getting cave trolls. And it barely does any damage. And it's all over.
I am afraid. Courage, man, courage.
Yeah. That's unfortunate. Where's Jackson thinking of going now? He's putting Harry out, making sure he's gone, making sure he's got no towers left to speak of. He's not too far away from his base, so he's building some walls, good idea. Make sure that you don't get surprised. But Carl's over here. He's certainly taking his time. He's taking a lot of time. I'm not so sure I'd use all the Ents just to destroy all this stuff. I mean, you got enough troops here. Just get stuck in. Just clump all the buildings and just get stuck in. The Ents are too slow. So he's got an eagle here just to make absolutely sure nothing comes flying in. But his base is pretty well defended. Pretty well defended. Nothing too bad. A few random platoons everywhere.
Away from here.
He's got the upgrades now.
Let your bow sing.
See just how dangerous that is. These guys are getting murdered immediately. Plus 50% armor, plus 15% speed. Interesting. So it hasn't got the range anymore. Okie dokie. Jackson's already planning on Carl. Well, Harry has got a new fortress up, but you can see just how amazing it is. If you're going to get trebuchets now, I think it's almost pointless unless you actually get the upgraded ones. I think if you just have the normal ones, they barely do any damage now. They're skewing to a man the moment they come out. And Harry, this must be last. That must be it. And Harry is out of the game. Unlucky Harry. And I think this is what I mean. So Jackson has now gone through Harry. He's going to take damage. He's going to take damage. He did take damage. You've got to be very careful. Fire in this version is bloody ridiculously powerful. And he's getting stuck in. He's getting stuck in. He's over here. Look at this. Annihilated. There's a good bit of play to have that on there. And the horses managed to take out all of his force. Very, very effective. And Carl is over here. He knows he needs to get stuck in quick. I don't think his force up here is going to be enough. But he has got a good enough amount of Ents. I'd like to see some builders up here. Certainly, like, he got 2 platoons here. And some platoons here. What is going on? It's all over the place. This is very disjointed. But Jackson knows he needs to stop this force here. Here comes the old cloud break. They're not really doing any damage, these ones, but they should be shooting the troops here, Jackson. Here we go. Double eagle. This is a good battle up here. This is a very important battle. If only you had some builders here, Carl. If only you had some builders. Bring in some troops. This Tommy Bombs is up here too. This is very important, this bit here. It's also important down here as well. There's a lot of damage. And Jackson's already building. He's already building. He's got to be careful. He's got to be careful. Oh, an army of the dead. Aragorn's army of the dead. And he manages to do the business. He's using this bit of effect. Look how quick he manages to kill him. And all of the Ents are dead from just 1 platoon of Aragorn's army of the dead. That's a brilliant play. He did manage to bring it back. It was very difficult. I think this is where Vaz, he should have a fortress by now, Vaz. You should have a fortress. With all of this money. Don't just, try and affect the game. If you're in this position, try and do something in the game, because you've already lost, pretty much. There's not really any way you're going to come back against anyone who's late game. So don't just sit there and just, collect your money and try and come second or something, because that's worthless. Try and affect the game. So try and, do something to somebody. Try and do, put someone out. And the cave troll rush was a good idea. Keep it up. Don't want to see players just sitting there doing nothing, because in this situation, I think, you should be harassing him, or if you had some mountain giants or something like that, and a few mountain giants were there, they could just destroy this thing. But Jackson's look at this. Jackson is now spreading everywhere here. And Carl doesn't have much of in the way of defences. What kind of power points has he got? Right, Carl can't see what's being built here. That's not good. He can't even see the tower. Oh, he might be able to see the tower. He's got 26. Can he? Yeah, he can get some flare. He can get some flare. He's got both. He's got the earthquake as well. Jackson's probably waiting for the opportune moment. Oh, this is it. This is the battle here. These things are taking a shitload of damage. He's done the heal already. He's doing a Lendil. Out come the hobbits. This is a real shit show right here. Both of them are annihilating each other. Out comes the fucking Orn as well, just to piss everybody off. But it doesn't seem to be affecting these guys. Oof. A lot of troops here. Oh no, it comes again. It comes again. Oh, and he didn't need that. He needs more troops on the way. He needs more troops on the way, and they are on the way. Jackson's able to get a bit of an entry point here into his base. Oh, good earthquake, good earthquake. Takes away all of the towers. And there's a brilliant sun flare there. Brilliant from Carl. He's not finished yet. He's going to make Carl hurt in places he never knew he had. And this is where Vaz, what have you been doing? 2000. Have you not got a builder? Vaz, you're going to have to tell me whether you've got a builder or not. Because I think if you've got a builder, yeah, you got 2 builders, right? Okay, Vaz, like, be building shitloads of these, loads of orc laborers, get a fortress back, see what the hell's going on, and then easily pick someone off. Because Jackson's base here, you could quite easily pop in and take care of that. And then Carl will thank you for it, but then that means that you got a better chance of being able to win the game. And that fire is going. Is it destroying? I think it is, yeah. It's slowly starting to take out the Entmu. Yeah, slowly getting more and more, actually. Jesus. Yeah, look how much damage that Entmu is taking. Holy shit. It didn't even need the trebuchet. Look at that, the fire destroyed it. Alright, well now we know, boys. You got to put the fire out. Oh, and he's just transitioned to cavalry now. This is good. There's a lot of pikeys out though. He's got to be very, very careful. And yeah, Carl is getting a bit bummed up here from the top. And I think Jackson senses what's going on a little bit. He knows he needs to protect himself. I think if Vaz knew a little bit more about this faction, I think he'd bring out the mountain giants. And I think, oh, and another army of the dead, another one from Aragorn. And it's just equally devastating because if you've got everyone nearby and you just click on that platoon and you move them around, well, they do the business. That is not good. That is not good. How's he about to go? He's going to go. He's gone. That's the fire. And I think the difference here, Carl, is I think Jackson had one more power point than you did, I think, in the old slobber-knocker against each other there. Vaz is here, getting stuck in. Okay, yeah, Vaz, you didn't just sit up at the top and do nothing. You did attack some people. This is true. I just think that from the amount of time that you had, you could have really rebuilt yourself, and then used your fortress to be able to see what was going on, because you can have the bats and then attack Jackson, because Jackson has left this little bit of a doozy here, and here, and here. So there are ways, and here, to get into his base. So I think Jackson's now doing the rounds. He's systematically putting Carl out. It is very difficult to deal with men when they get going. It really, really is. And here comes the cave troll rush. And now that there's no towers, it makes it a lot easier. And will it be Vaz? Ooh, that's a bit nasty. Look at that, Trebuchet's bloody mutilated these things. Ah, I think that's it. Is that going to be Carl out the game due to Vaz? Oh, don't leave it. And I think Carl has agreed that the time is nigh, and that is it. That is him done. Yeah, I think this is the issue, is that he didn't know quite where he was going. I wouldn't have bothered with that. Where is his oh yeah. Okay, well Carl hasn't completely given up, but he's pretty damn close. He has got a fortress! He's got a fortress! Vaz is back in right now. Vaz, when you click on this thing right here, you need the top one, which is the bats, and that gives you double the usual amount of vision. So I think if you had had that, and then your fortress was over here a bit, you would have been able to see what Jackson was up to, and stop him before all of this was being built here. Ouch. And that is it. Carl is gone. I am gone, and Harry is gone. And now it's just down to Vaz, the original one that he has attacked. Jackson had attacked. And finally, after Jackson having dealt with both Carl and Harry, he can now finally put Vaz out of the game. Aha! Yes, this is it. This is it. Get the bats. Now you can see double. So I'm not quite sure how far you can see, but as you can see, it's a lot further than what you would normally be able to see. And he puts the watcher on him. Vaz is not going down without a fight. He wants to make sure that he gets some of those kills up. Because it's all a bit too late now, like, to build all of this stuff. The momentum is with Jackson. He's got loads and loads of power points. He's probably got every single one in the game, I would have thought. And it's pretty much down to him what, you know, who the hell he can, well, who the hell he wants to take out, really. There we go. Some cave trolls. Very good. Splitting them up. Splitting them up. I'm not sure if Baz can see that there's some openings in here. He's managed to get through. Oh, he's pissing around. This is taking too long. Ha! So look at that, they all turn to stone, just like in The Hobbit. That's so cool. Ha! And now they come back. There's plenty of them. I think I would probably put up the wildman first, and then all of these arrow towers would shoot at the wildman. And then you send these guys in here to then do the damage. Bloody hell, they are taking a lot of damage. Look at that. These things as well also helping. They are massacred. Absolutely massacred. Unlucky. Unlucky. I like that. I like that. That was good play from Vaz. He's not just sitting around or anything like that. He's getting stuck in. That's very good. So yes, well played Vaz, not just sitting there, not doing nothing. I do not want to be commentating on people who are just sitting there doing nothing during the whole fucking game. So, yeah. Jesus, didn't even make it to within, like, they made it that far. Whoosh. And this is pretty much the end of the game here. Baz being snuffed out slowly. Yep, I think we can call it quits there, I think. Baz unfortunately succumbs to the might of Jackson right here. Yeah, well played to Jackson. Certainly took it very well. I think Jackson was certainly fortunate that Harry didn't attack him with a shitload of trebuchets, or he might have been in trouble. And certainly if he had Boromir and Aragorn as well, it could have been very different. I really wish I wasn't goblins in this particular engagement against elves, just getting shot the shit out of by a bunch of archers. But yeah, hi ho, that's what we do when we go random in. Anyway, catch you on the next one, boys. Well played.